I think that a proper introduction might be in place here right now. So here we go. Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video today. So alright, as you guys can see, we have got ourselves some unexpected visitors today. But I am not mad at that. And the only reason why I am not mad at that is because I am going to be a changed man from now on. I am not just going to cast out all the noobs that come to me for my experienced help and such. No, I am going to change them by changing myself and my outlook on said noobs or hackers. So I will be getting some stuff together and I am going to make sure that this noob does not have anything to do with getting my house blown up, by turning him into a pro. And yes, by him I mean this little Steve guy right here who pretty much knows less than Jon Snow when it comes to Minecraft. Yes, that was a pop culture joke. Get with it, you all. So let's get a move on, you guys, and follow me to the other side of this landfill right here. So like I told you guys a second ago, I am going to be a changed man from this point forward. And you might want to ask why. Well, let me tell you guys why I am going to change my ways with the noobs and hackers. Because I have been asking myself what I could do to get rid of this noob problem. And of course the growing hacker problem. But who actually is better? No one really knows now, do they? I mean, you can of course guess, but that never got anyone far. So today I will be putting this to the test. So we have a hacker, a noob, and of course me, a natural pro. And I think that we can have a little fun with this because no one actually knows who is better. But I think that of course the hacker will be the best. I mean, that would be anyone their first bet. But then again, I think that I still might come out on top just because I feel like I have got a lot of experience with all of this stuff here. And most of them out there do not share that same skill set. So I am definitely going to win this, of course. I mean, look at this right here. This is just art. All of these things right here, well, this is all just pure art right now. So I am pretty sure that I have already won this right now. But let's just continue before he finishes his little thing before I finish mine, and we cannot have that. I have decided to go out and make my house the same way. I am just going to be building a house that is not like anything else, just so that I can make sure that I do not end up getting my butt kicked by this little no-namer right here. I really have got no clue about who he is, but I mean, if he challenges me to a build off, then well, I am not going to be declining that. I am pretty sure that I can kick this guy his butt, no questions asked at all. Now I really like this build off challenges. Actually, this is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to basically everything right now. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. But I was able to apply that same idea that I had used on the hacker problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the building problem that I have got right now. But I am just hoping that once I am done with all of this right here, that I can just live here in peace again. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done, because that would be a bummer, because I might want to start living here actually. Now this would not be a video about me, the actual Sub-Zero, if I was not fooling with people and messing with people like hackers. So I think that that actually is something that I might want to start doing with my new friends, the hacker and noob here. But I am just thinking of something that I can do on the spot right now so that I can actually get back to this dude. I mean, he is the one showing up here in my realm uninvited. I did not ask for that at all. Or maybe I did by inviting him here through that little thing that I used. But I am not going to be blaming any of this on me. But that is not something that I want to do right now. So I am just praying to the gods that this will actually work in one go and that I can finally have a good comeback on this little dude and pretty much mark my territory right away. Okay, so since that did not turn out all too well, I think that I just want to go ahead and start finishing my little humble abode right here so that I can finally have a new place to rest my head when I am tired. That means sleeping, by the way. Not that I am going to be sleeping right now, of course. I mean, that would not be in my best interest right now, just because then I would have to sleep while he is building a sick fortress. Well, that is not happening. But talking about me sleeping is not going to be getting us this artwork finished, because there is a lot of building that will need to happen right now, otherwise we are still left with nothing. And for the record, I do actually think that we need to make some measures right now, because without all of that we are just living in a chaotic world world, and no one wants that. And of course I really want to win right now just so I can show everyone that I can beat a hacker. I mean, look at my house. And then in a minute the noob will start showing their true colors, which will probably be stained brown because of the dirt on his hands, because he is a noob and he can only build with dirt. I mean, that is a pretty random stereotype, but it still is one for the books, I think. But I mean, how do you all think that I have done so far? I mean, I have built a pretty mean looking house. Not literally, of course, I mean the house does not have an actual face that is looking mean, but I am guessing that you are all getting the point by now, and I should probably just be stopping with all of my nonsense because I usually tend to start rambling. But the noob is starting right now, and I think that this deserves some respect, because you know, noobs are people as well. They are bad, but they will learn, unlike the hackers. Yeah, I care about you and I want you guys to be able to enjoy Minecraft to its fullest potential. And I want you guys to be reaching your full potential, of course in Minecraft, but also outside of Minecraft, because I just want my viewers and fans to succeed in whatever they are doing. And by they I of course mean you. But let's get back to business before we wander off too much. So while I am building this little big thing dirt house form right here, I will tell you what will happen. I am just not sure about the timing of said war. It might be coming soon, but it might not. Right now I cannot give a clear answer on that. But what is necessary for me and my morale right now is that we get this thing done. I mean, just look at how good we are doing with this house right now. So just take a look. And by the way, I hope that you are paying close attention, because I am not going to show you this again. But once we are done with this house, I will have a new and cool little friend for myself to help me fend all the bad guys of with and in. And of course you guys too. I mean, it is the harsh truth at this point, but it is just something that I will have to cope with until everything right here has all been sorted out. And I can tell you that when the day comes, I am going to be celebrating so hard that it actually is pretty insane to myself. I mean, I am going to be excited like crazy once I am all done with this thing, because I just think that after all this time that I just deserve a little break from everything right now. I mean, we have been through a lot the last couple of months, but doing stuff like this will help, even though I can already guess that this noob is going to be messing up a lot during his trial as my new apprentice. That will not really bother me that much, because I feel like there is a lot that people can learn, and I should not discard the people that are willing to learn, because you know, if you are someone who wants to learn, then I think that you should be able to learn whatever you want without any judgment. So that is something that I will be providing for these noobs and hackers and stuff as well. So new year, new me. So I am just going to be hoping that this noob approach to my house actually works. Otherwise, like I just said, I am going to be real cool man. Okay, maybe not a cool man, because it is not like the houses are that cool, but I am just going to be making sure that once I get this done that I am going to go right back to bed for like a week, because right now I actually am kind of a dead man when it comes to this. I mean, there is no such thing as getting too much sleep for me right now, because right now it just feels like I am not even doing anything anymore. All day long I am just roaming around my house and stuff without a thought, and I am just so tired that I have got no idea what to go do. But then when I think that I might be able to go to bed, and the second that my head hits my pillowcase, there is another person at my door, and I have got to get up again to be able to defend the fort. I mean, there is not worse feeling than this, but all of that will soon come to an end, because I actually feel confident about this right now. Mind that I am building. It will still take a lot of time before I am actually done with this thing, because there is just so much work to do right now. Maybe I should hire some people to come and work for me and build this thing for me. Oh wait, never mind, I am cool right now, and that is not what I should do, because I am trying to keep the hackers out of this Minecraft realm. And of course, if they were to be the ones who build this thing, then they would be finding out where I would live, or I should pack it up and move it somewhere else. But I will not go and do that, because that looks like just a little bit too much of a hassle, which is not what I am looking for right now, because if I have got to work even more on this thing, I will probably end up losing my mind over it, which is not what I am looking for right now. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with, so that I can actually get some stuff done instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time. But you already know that by now, because my words will not feed my mouth right now, or ever actually. But then again, why not, right? I mean, my words are actually filling my mouth, but that just sounds weird, so I am just going to cut that off right there and start talking about something else like nothing ever happened right here. My god, I can be so awkward at times for some reason. So next thing that is up on my little short list of things that you should be applying to your house when you really want this to have a noob feel to it. And it might sound a little weird, I might get that, but just hear me out, alright? So first thing first will be trees. A lot of dirt houses are filled with saplings because it just looks really weird, and I really like that as well. Plus it is going to give you some sunlight that will shine right into your house, which of course is cool as well. I mean, who would not want that, right? But second of all is the color. Brown is always going to be your go-to color when it comes to building a noob house. And try wool and colored wool when you want to add some color, or a floor or something like that should be cool. I am just thinking out loud right now, so just bear with me so that we can actually get done with some stuff right here, because otherwise we are still going to be building on this thing for the better part of a year or something like that. But to be honest, that is just an educated guess on my end of the spectrum. But let's continue with what I was saying a minute ago, and I was talking about building a noob cool house, because this is something that I think is really awesome, because the modern house is by far my favorite one out of all of the styles that you have got around here today, which is not that good now that I start thinking about it. It is actually smart that I think about this kind of stuff right now before I start doing them in the first place, but still that would be pretty cool. At least that is what I think. I mean, no one is going to expect a thing right now, and that is exactly what I want with this right here. So no one will ever be able to go and start hacking some of my ideas again, which is good, so that I do not have go out and make more stuff over and over and over and over again, like I always have to do. So alright, if I may say so myself, I think that the house of hacking, aka the hacker's house, is coming along pretty nicely. Of course we are just setting up the explosives and stuff right now, but like I always say, there is nothing better than a bomb. Okay, I did not really say that, but just let me have a moment here, okay? But yeah, even though we are still building the hacking stuff so that everything is sturdy in here, it is actually looking pretty nice. But alright, also destruction is low-key, just high-key right now, so get going on that as well. Just light this bad boy up with like TNT and all that kind of stuff. Just whatever you think will fit into this thing, because ultimately it will become your house and maybe one day even your home. Kidding. And you know how I feel about building a home rather than a house, because a house is just that, a house. It is 4 walls and a roof. But a home is so much more than that, and it does not really matter because this will go up in flames anyway. I am going to be loving every freaking second of this, and that will be all of it today. Now alright, my master plan is going to go into full effect right away right now. I am going to make sure that everything is gone right when he gets back home. Although I have not seen the guy ever since I got here, which to me is a little bit fishy of course, but I am just going to let that fly for right now so that I can finally make an end to all of this madness. I will not tolerate anyone on my land ever again. But still, where did that guy go? I mean, I saw him building this thing like 10 minutes ago, man. I am really confused right now, but I guess that I have just fallen asleep when he was building this or something like that. I mean, I bet that he will notice the bang once I am done with all of this right here. I mean, it is pretty hard not to notice this because it is just that big of an explosion. I mean, this is a lot of TNT, and that means that I am not kidding around for one bit right now. So let's just make sure that we actually perform this the right way so that he will never be coming back here ever again, nor his friends or whatever. So I am going to start with all of these tools that I handpicked for this specific job just back there, and I am going to be installing some more TNT who will let me know that there is someone out here sneaking around and about. And if there is one thing that I do not like, then it will be getting caught in the back with my eyes looking the other way. So since this has all been dealt with, I think it might be my time to sign off here. I mean, not here like right now, but still like here. There is nothing as fun as me roaming around here on my channel doing hood-rad stuff with my friends or foes in this sense, but that does not matter at all, so I will just sign off here for real and give me my channel back against hackers. I mean, this has been a great ride, but I feel like we can actually learn something here. But I will leave that for the next video. Just know that whoever you are, or wherever you are, I will always beat everyone and everything, especially these hackers. Goodbye, guys.